6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Around 2 million Hujjaj from 160 countries around the world performed Jamarat in Mina today, where they used the pebbles to stone 3 pillars representing the devil. Nation will celebrate Eid al-Azha tomorrow to commemorate the great sacrifice rendered by Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. Prime Minister has constituted a committee to finalize reforms and restructuring of PIA. Security forces have killed 4 terrorists in 2 separate intelligence-based operations in Bajor and Khyber districts. In Ukraine, 10 people have been killed in missile strikes carried out by Russian forces at Kramatorsk town in eastern Donetsk region. Pakistan has won 80 medals, including 11 gold in the Special Olympic World Games held in Germany. And now the news in detail. Around 2 million Hujjaj from 160 countries around the world performed Jamarat in Mina today, where they used the pebbles to stone a series of 3 pillars representing the devil. They also sacrificed animals and got shaved or trimmed their hair. Afterwards, the Hujjaj will fulfill another essential ritual of Hajj known as Tawaf Ziyarah, but this time they will be wearing regular clothing instead of ihram. Additionally, the Hujjaj will continue to reside in Mina, a tent city, during the 11th and 12th of Zil-Hijjah as part of their Hajj pilgrimage. Before returning home, the Hujjaj will perform Tawaf, a ritual of circumambulating the Kaaba. Punjab caretaker Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi called on Minister for Religious Affairs at Mina during Hajj rituals in Saudi Arabia. The Chief Minister commended the efforts of Minister for provision of the best facilities to Hujjaj from Pakistan this year. He said, "This is the best service of Hujjaj, not less than any worship prayer." They also interacted with Pakistani Hujjaj. Eid al-Azha will be celebrated tomorrow with religious fervor to commemorate the great sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. The day will dawn with special prayer in mosques for well-being of Ummah and progress, prosperity and security of the country. Eid prayer congregations will be held at mosques, Eidgahs and open places in all cities, towns and villages. Ulama in their Eid sermons will highlight the significance and philosophy of the great sacrifice rendered by Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. People will offer sacrifice of animals to follow the sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Civic authorities have made special arrangements for disposal of offal and other solid waste during the Eid days. Radio Pakistan, Pakistan Television and private media will air special programs in connection with Eid al-Azha, while newspapers will publish special supplements highlighting the importance of Eid al-Azha and Sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says Eid al-Azha symbolizes the spirit of sacrifice, equality and compassion. In a tweet today, Prime Minister said it fosters unity by reducing socio-economic inequalities and creates the feelings of apathy and complete surrender before Allah Almighty. He said a true observance of the ritual demands us to adopt a life of piety and cleanliness. On the blessed occasion of Eid al-Azha, Shehbaz Sharif extended greetings to Muslims in general and overseas Pakistan in particular who are celebrating this festival today. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says reforms are inevitable in Pakistan International Airlines to steer it out of crisis. He stated this while chairing a high-level meeting in Lahore today. The Prime Minister regretted that due to irresponsible statement of previous government, PIA had lost its roots of Europe and America. He said that incompetent ministers of previous government victimized the international investors, including Chinese and Turkish investors. He said that PIA will only progress if administrative experts run it professionally on the base of profit and loss. Shehbaz Sharif said Pakistan International Airlines has has the potential to steer out of its crisis. He said that incumbent government is heading towards a mechanism in which government work is only to do policy decisions and facilitate the investors. During the meeting, the Prime Minister constituted a committee under the chairmanship of Finance Minister for restructuring, reforms and restoration of Pakistan International Airlines. The committee will present its report and suggestions to Federal Cabinet after Eid al-Adha. The Economic Coordination Committee of the Cabinet has approved Bonded Bulk Storage Policy 2023 for petroleum products. In a tweet today, Minister for Finance Muhammad Ishaq Dar said that this is another commitment of the government fulfilled with people that was made in budget speech. This is Radio Pakistan. Security forces have killed 3 terrorists in an intelligence-based operation in Inayat Kila, Bajor district. According to ISPR, terrorist commander Shafi was also killed in the operation. Meanwhile, security forces have killed 1 terrorist and injured 3 others in an intelligence-based operation in Tiga, Khyber district. During the conduct of the operation, weapon and ammunition was also recovered from the killed terrorist. Acting Pakistani Consul General in Beijing, Sardar Mohammad, inaugurated the Pakistan Pavilion at 18th China International Small and Medium Enterprises Fair in Guangzhou. He also represented Pakistan at the opening ceremony of the fair. On this occasion, he said that Pakistan has been allocated a significant area at the fair where 8 Pakistani companies are showcasing a variety of products, including jewelry and handicrafts. Incarcerated senior leader and All Parties Hurriyat Conference Shabir Ahmed Shah has termed the Modi government's move to host a conference of judges in Srinagar yet another attempt to mislead the international community on the ground situation of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service, Shabir Ahmed Shah, in his message from New Delhi's Tihar jail, said the Indian judiciary that has always been biased against Kashmir has no moral justification to hold such an event in the occupied territory. Meanwhile, occupation authorities in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir have tightened the so-called security measures ahead of the annual Hindu pilgrimage Amrit Yatra. Freedom of expression is shrinking in India as last remaining Chinese reporter was forced to leave New Delhi after being denied visa extension. The reporter was associated with Chinese official news agency Xinhua and was denied visa extension by the Indian authorities. The expulsion marks the first instance in the history that at moment no Chinese journalist is present in India after 1980. Indian manufacturer of cough syrups that last year had poisoned 19 children in Uzbekistan used a toxic industrial-grade ingredient. The British news wire Reuters in a report said the company, Marion Biotech, bought the ingredient propylene glycol, PG, from trader Maya Chemitech, India. The 2 sources said the syrup was made with industrial-grade PG, a toxic material widely used in liquid detergents, antifreeze, paints or coatings, and to enhance the effectiveness of pesticides. The investigator said Marion also did not test the ingredient before using it in the syrups that it sold to Uzbekistan. China's President Xi Jinping has urged for efforts to strengthen bilateral cooperation and understanding with the United States through people-to-people contacts. In a congratulatory message to Forum on People-to-People Friendship between China and United States, amity between peoples hold the key to the relationship between the 2 countries. In Ukraine, at least 10 people have been killed in a missile strike carried out by Russian forces at Kramatorsk town in eastern Donetsk region. Kramatorsk is under Ukrainian control but close to Russian-occupied parts of the country. Pakistan has won 80 medals in Special Olympic World Games held in Berlin, Germany. Pakistani player won 11 gold, 29 silver, 40 bronze medals in the games from 17th to 25th of this month. The Pakistani squad returned home yesterday after participating in the games. Upon their arrival at Karachi, Lahore and Islamabad airports, the officials of Special Olympics Pakistan and the relatives and fans of the athletes warmly welcomed them. The players and officials are garlanded and showered with rose petals. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.